Star from the 48 here, and we got Totickle as always, and it's going to be another Talkative Thursday on Black Ops 2, and this is going to be the map Carrier. Alright guys, I'm going to go sniping. I don't know how, what Turtletickle's going to do.
A94. But I might switch to sniping.
Yeah, I'm going to do the XPR. But anyway guys, we're going to be talking about minimum wage today guys, which currently right now it is 750 or 725?
I think it's 725 getting moved. I think it's getting moved to 750.
Yes, so right now currently in Texas where we are, it is 725. So that's definitely a lot lower than what me and Matthew are making right now at our job at a fast food place. But it's only because our place does get a lot more business.
Certain places pay better, and you can research that. But
yeah, definitely spend a bunch of time researching before you go to apply to a job, because when I started applying when I turned 16, or right before I turned 16, I started looking around for jobs that paid a lot because I definitely want to make a lot more money. But yeah, it's really easy to look up online, guys. There's a bunch of new apps coming out, like the Glassdoor. I don't know if you've seen that, Matthew, but it's really cool. They basically it's like a bunch of companies, and they do like descriptions on companies. They do people that do interviews at companies. They'll write the questions that they had and their answers that they put, and if they got a callback or not, and then the salaries up there, like everything's up there pretty much on Glassdoor.
That's cool.
And it's up on a lot of companies, like a bunch of fast food places, bunch of places, guys. So you definitely check that out before you start applying to a job, so you make sure you know what you're able to get before you apply, because sometimes if let's say most people get $850 whenever they start or something like that, and they try to get you to $790 or whatever, be like, whoa, wait, at least you get $825 or something like that. Like most people that apply here, and they start working, they start at this, so like why don't I,
Yeah, right.
So definitely try to pull that card on them. Don't let them shortchange you on the money you should be making.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of glad, like, I was researching like other jobs before I got to my current job, and I was lucky to have you actually working there, because you were able to, because when I was talking about getting my first job and stuff, you were like, hey, you should come work here because they pay way more than minimum wage.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I go, and then I made that decision, and I'm glad I made that decision, because if I started somewhere else, I wouldn't have, first I wouldn't have as much stuff as I have now. But I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't
move up to the position,
and I wouldn't be able to afford now it's like if I want to go out and buy a new game for my 360, a new $60 game, it's like, hey, I'm just gonna go buy it, whatever. Or if I want to buy something off Amazon, I just buy it, But if I go out to, if I was working minimum wage, making $7.25, and I want to buy something that's like $80, it's like, okay, wait, I got to think about this now. Do I want to spend $80 on this, or do I want to save my money, or what do I want to do? I mean, it requires like a lot more thinking, I think, in terms of like you need to think about how to spend your money. Which any job you should always
do.
Yeah,
I still do, even though I make a bunch of money.
But it's not like
most people.
But it doesn't require as much as like, okay, how much am I going to need for gas? How much am I going to need for this? Because you're making enough to where you're going to have extra by the time you get your next paycheck.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So that's kind of the thought I was going off of.
Yeah, and definitely, guys. We definitely started. I started out at, what was it? I think I started at 9, because that was what it starts at our job. It starts at 9. They recently moved up to 10, so now the starting weight is 10.
That's what I'm making.
Yeah, that's what's he making. But definitely, guys, it doesn't really matter. Even if you started a job, like let's say McDonald's, for instance. Let's say at McDonald's you're making minimum wage.
They're trying to get up to like 9 now, apparently. Like people are protesting,
yeah.
But I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
No, because they just hire too many people. Like,
yeah,
this is impossible for them. But it doesn't matter if you guys even do start up at minimum wage. You can still move up to $12, $15 if you really try. If you really do really hard, if you work really hard, you do a good job. You do what you're supposed to do. You do it the right way, and you you show enthusiasm in the work. You actually like what you do. Like me, I started at 9, and I think before a year, I was already up to 11:30. You know, like I was up like a lot of money just because I really enjoyed what I did, and I was very easy for me to learn because I took in what people told me. I watched what they did, you know, and learned. I actually like doing what I do for the most part on some days.
Yeah.
So I got to progress very fast in my job. So I got to move up in the pay rate that I'm getting and stuff. So it's a lot better. And like, even if you start at 7:25, you work really hard and stuff like that. Your manager will see you working hard. Even if he's a bad manager or something like that, try to talk to the guy above him or something like that.
Hashtag our manager or our old manager.
But anyway, if he's a bad manager, still try to talk to people or even try to move stores or something like that. You know, it's really easy to move stores if you talk to the person above him. It's easy to move stores, so you can always move stores, guys. And you can try to find a new manager that will help you actually grow, because that's the whole point of being a manager. They should help you grow and make you succeed in what they're doing, you know? So
Right.
yeah, it doesn't matter if you make a minimum wage, guys. Like, if that's the best job you can find, do it, but do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah. And anything about, don't always think that, especially like starting out a job at minimum wage, that don't want to, I say this, like, you want to definitely not get attached, but like you want to know your coworkers, you want to be nice to them, you want to be the guy who always helps out, because that just makes you, first you look like a guy who could use a promotion, but also you're just kind of like being their friend and helping out, and then that's what your manager will see in terms of give you promotions. But you should also don't limit yourself saying, okay, well, I started a minimum wage job, I can only get like, when I go to my other job, I'm going to be starting at minimum wage again. Don't limit yourself to what you can start at, because just because you started at minimum wage, that doesn't mean you're going to continue to make minimum wage. Because you go to another job, they'll say, okay, now you have experience working in like this type of restaurant or whatever. We'll pay you
that's the whole point,
$2 more or whatever.
It's really easy for a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old to get in because it doesn't take a lot of experience, and then you can start earning experience of customer service, stuff like that, and then on your next job, it'll actually look good on your resume that you've had experience in the workplace with teammates and team workers and stuff like that. It's a lot. You're better to receive the job and stuff like that, and you possibly make even more. God, we are absolutely getting we got
wrecked, but that's okay.
Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up for that. Right, watch me get killed right here because I was not paying.
Man, he got you far for.
Wow, you barely got me too. Dang, you look like two bullets in me. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment about other ideas we should have, other discussions, because we need more. That'd be really appreciated. And anything from you?
That's good. No, we did. It was good.
Yeah. So, like always, guys.
Peace.
Yeah.